WBZ is proud to be the official sponsor of the Pan Mass Challenge, and taking part of the PMC involves fundraising, months of training, and overcoming at least a few anxieties about riding on the road.
So now imagine adding a physical limitation that makes it even hard to breathe. As Lisa Hughes shows us, that's what a Bedford pediatrician and cancer survivor was facing when she decided it was time to ride.
Michelle Sanders says she is living proof that almost anyone who wants to ride the Pan Mass Challenge can do it.
I'm not a fast rider. I'm never going to win a race, but it's great to be able to, get on a bike and, ride for 25 miles, for the Dana-Farber.
Michelle was a cancer survivor at a time when many kids with the disease didn't make it. The tumor and treatment essentially left her with one lung, and spinal surgeries also took their toll. Biking on a toddler's trike or the 10-speed dream machine she got after a month in the hospital was her escape.
On a bike, I can go as fast as other people go, so I can get from point A to point B, a little faster, so it's a lot of fun.
And she thought a great way to raise money for cancer patients. But for years, Michelle worried the PMC was too long. She'd be too slow, too winded. Her mom encouraged her to try. And finally, last summer, she did, proudly finishing the one-day, 25-mile ride from Wellesley to Foxboro.
You rode with a sign.
I did. So the sign says, cancer got one lung, so I just used the good one. I was worried about a couple of the hills because I knew one hill was going to get me. But most people were really encouraging, and they would say, oh, wow, great, you go, girl. It was really empowering to, look at the route and have a goal to work for and to train.
The ride was also a tribute. Michelle's mom died of esophageal cancer in 2010.
I thought about my mom. I thought about, my parents. I thought about, too many people I've known with cancer.
Powerful motivation for this year's ride, and the next, and the next. Michelle Sanders, who once worried she'd never be able to ride the PMC, now says she'll never give it up.
It's challenging, but it's great. It feels good, It feels like unbelievable at the end to look back and, you trained for this thing and you did it.
And she is tough. We should point out Michelle doesn't have a fancy road bike. She rides that one-day route on her hybrid, and she'd love to have company if someone's interested in riding with her. There are 14 different PMC routes this year with different mileage and different fundraising limits. For details, just go to our website, cbsboston.com. Paula, Jonathan?